Good morning, scholars. This is Miss Jones coming to you from her apartment to talk to you a little bit about week 1 of your packet. I am drinking my tea, not in my Yeti mug, but in my Ray Dunn cup that says Be Bold. So let's get started. If you're able to, can you get your packet out that I handed you at school? Let's get that out in 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pause. Track me in 3. Track me in 2. Track me in 1. All right. So week 1 of your packet is basically what we have been doing on the back of your exit tickets for review for punctuation. So you're going to see 10 sentences on this first page. Some of these sentences may look familiar, some may look new. This packet is basically just review from the mini lessons and workshops that we were doing for SBAC before we left school. Okay? So these sentences need to be corrected based on punctuation. They may include commas, dashes, quotations, marks, semicolons, and or parentheses. Let's do the second one together. Let's do the second question together. So, the second question says, several countries participated in the airlift: Italy, Belgium, France, and Luxembourg. I'll say it again, and you should be looking at the sentence as well for you visual learners. Several countries participated in the airlift: Italy, Belgium, France, and Luxembourg. So, point to where you think a punctuation mark needs to be placed in the sentence. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to do that. All right, let's see if you guessed correctly. So several countries participated in the airlift: Italy, Belgium, France, and Luxembourg. Your hand should be between airlift and Italy. So what did we discuss in class before we left? What punctuation mark goes before a list most of the time in sentences? What punctuation mark goes before a list most of the time in sentences? It could be a colon or semicolon. So I said semicolon because that's the rule most of the time, but sometimes it can be a colon. But I said semicolon before we left because you put a semicolon right before a list. The semicolon will be before Italy, Belgium, France, and Luxembourg. This is what you should have done for day 1 of this week. So Monday of this week, I broke the packet down into weeks, as you can see. All right, if you have any questions about this sheet, please just feel free to email me. You all know my email address. Just email me and I will be happy to help you. I've had a few scholars already email me about the packet and any questions they had. So I appreciate that, the curiosity, and you're still willing to learn. Okay, moving on. When I say go, turn to page 2 of the week 1 packet. Page 2 of the week 1 packet. This is also based on the practice that we did for the SBAC. So the workshops we were doing for the SBAC before school closed, this is what this is. So you may remember that I modeled for you how to annotate poetry using 2 things: literal meaning and deeper meaning. So I have the next poem in the Love That Dog book, which is the book we're going off of, for you to annotate. I'm going to read the poem for you, on your own time, you're going to go back over the poem and you're going to put the literal meaning. So what does the poem say in plain English on this side of the page? You're going to put the deeper meaning. What is the deeper meaning of what the poem is saying over here? All right. So October 24th. I am sorry to say I did not really understand the Tiger Tiger Burning Bright poem, but at least it sounded good in my ears. Here is the blue car with tiger sounds. Blue car, shining bright in the darkness of the night. Who could see you speeding by like a comet in the sky? I could see you in the night, blue car, shining bright. I could see you speeding by like a comet in the sky. Some of the tiger sounds and still in my ears like drums, beat, beat, beating. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually model for you the first stanza of this poem and give you the literal and the deeper meaning so you'll have an example. I know you probably have the example that we did in class with you. If you have that, please take that out while you're working on this, right? Because that's an example that you can use to further your understanding of what this assignment is. All right. So I am sorry to say I did not really understand. We're just focusing on those two lines right now. I am sorry to say I did not really understand. Under literal meaning, you're just going to say Jack did not understand the poem. The Tiger Tiger Burning Bright poem, but at least it sounded good in my ears. If I was on the board modeling this for you at school, what I would do, I would circle the word burning. And I would put literal meaning something is on a fire. And then for deeper meaning, I would put the question, what is Jack trying to get rid of? Because when you burn something, that most of the time means you're trying to get rid of something, right? If someone burns something. So I would put that for deeper meaning. But at least it sounded good in my ears. For literal meaning, I would put Jack is listening to the poem, right? Now he is interested in poetry when he really wasn't before in his teacher's class. So this is really the first time we're seeing interest from him in class. So that's something to note. For deeper meaning, I would put Jack is like willing to go deeper into the poem now. He's listening. He is engaged. So that is my example for literal meaning and deeper meaning for the first stanza. I want you to do the same thing that I did for here's the blue car with tiger sounds, blue car, stanza, I could see you, and some of the tiger sounds are still in my ears. When I say go, turn to the next page of your packet. Go. I'll give you another 5 seconds. All right, so this is choosing grammar. So the first page was choosing punctuation. This page is choosing grammar. You're going to choose the adjective or adverb that you feel is correct. What I would do if I were you, I would read the whole sentence out first before I make any choices. And hopefully you have a pencil with you so that if you need to go back and erase, you can. Let's go over the first sentence together. He, correct, define the terms, the answer sounded correct, or he correctly defined the terms, the answer sounded correctly. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to choose which adjective or adverb goes best with the sentence. All right, let's see if you got it right. So he correctly, you should have correctly circled, define the terms. The answer sounded correct. You should be circling that word. So the word that you should be circling for the first choice is correctly. The word that you should be circling for the second choice is correct. So your sentence should now read, he correctly defined the terms. The answer sounded correct. So what you're going to do is go through sentence 2 through 10 and do the same thing we just did. You're going to choose the correct adverb or adjective after you read the sentence. When I say go, you're going to turn the page. Go. Another thing we're working on for SBAC prep or workshops is your short answer response. So I have a short answer response that I want you to respond to for this week. The prompt is, you're going to write a letter stating what you enjoyed about the Lit Circle unit. It could be an activity we did or something about the book you read. So since we got back from winter break and right before we left, we ended our Lit Circle unit with one-pagers based on the book that you read for Lit Circle. So keep that book in mind while you're writing your short answer response. There are a few look fors that I'm going to be looking at when I look over your packet. These are the same look fors that I said they would be looking at on the state test. These are also like the look fors that your English teachers will be looking at, moving forward, in the 8th grade and the 9th grade, college. These are basic things that you need in your writing and in your essay. So no matter where you are in life, you can use this. My look fors are going to be, do you have strong sentence starters, right? Are your transitions in the paragraphs strong? A sentence starter that you could use for your first paragraph would be, one thing I enjoyed about the literature circle unit is, and then fill in and provide your evidence for what you enjoyed. Remember, we are also working on text evidence before school let out. So I am trying to integrate as many things as we worked on in school that you can work on at home as well. Format. Remember, Ms. Jones is really big on formatting and those outlines, right? So is your letter organized? Do you have evidence to support your claims? Grammar. We've been working on a lot of grammar in this packet as far as punctuation and as far as grammar. So, does your letter have correct spelling and proper punctuation? Use those dictionaries. Go to dictionary.com on your phone if you need to know how to spell something. So this can be done in 2 sections. What I would do if I were you, I would actually grab a separate sheet of paper to map out how I want to do my letter. I provided outlines for you all throughout the school year, so you could actually go back in your English folder and look at one of the outlines and say, Ms. Jones has the topic sentence here, and she has the first paragraph here. Oh, she has her transition sentence here to transition into the next paragraph. She has a strong concluding sentence starter. So look at those things, okay? Look at those things that guide you during this work time. After you've written your outline and you have put all the elements that you want me to read in your letter, you're going to write your letter here. So I provided space here for you to write. It already has Dear Miss Jones. And on the last page, I provided space for you to write as well. And then you're going to sign your name here. So that is the review for week 1's packet. Remember, if you have any questions, feel free to email me. You all know my email. If you don't, I'm going to actually say my email right here. Actually, I'm going to write. I don't know if you all can. I don't know if it's going to reverse, but I can spell my email out for you. So it's my first name, CHINEKA .JONES at myrvla.org. I'll say it one more time. CHINEKA at myrvla.org. All right, guys, I'll see you next week with week 2's packet. I hope you all are using this time to take care of yourselves, to make sure your families are all right. I miss you all, and I will see you when we return in English. Okay, bye.